It's an honor to be speaking to you here today on your day of graduation. The fine folks in your front office here have asked me to come and discuss overcoming adversity in your life, especially as it relates to you as you go forth into that thing we call the real world out here. And you're going to face some challenges, so how do you overcome that? I'm going to talk a lot about my life in football to give you the example, but before I get started, this speech requires audience participation for it to really work. So, during the course of this speech, if I say the word hit, I want you to respond as loud as you can with the word hard. Got it? All right, let's try this out. Hit! Hard! Hit! Hard! That's not bad. Just the graduates. Hit! Hard! Hit! Hard! Everybody else? Hit! Hard! Hit! Hard! Just you guys. Hit! Hit! I'm going to be crossing in front of you during the speech, so I'm sorry about that. I do typo, so it won't be that unpleasant. Every time I hear hit hard, I'm reminded of taken back to my days playing football at the University of Vermont. Our head coach, Coach Howell, would yell this at us all the time. He did it in practice. We could be running up and down the field, he'd be yelling it. We could be scrimmaging, doing tackling drills, he'd be yelling it. We could be in a meeting doing absolutely nothing that was athletic, and he'd be yelling at us. And I'll be honest, I really liked it. I was a defensive football player. My job was to destroy whatever was in front of me, and it got me pumped. I liked it so much that when I became a coach, I used it all the time myself. And it was during one of my practices when I was running my players up and down that field that it hit me. It dawned on me that this is a really good metaphor for overcoming adversity. Think about it. No matter who you are in this auditorium, at some points, at several points, you're going to get blindsided by something that you didn't see coming. You're going to get knocked into that ground. You're going to be hit hard. And when that happens, you got two options. You can sit there, you can cry about it, you can play the victim. You can hope that the problem will go away, that it will pass you by, or you can pick yourself up, you can walk it off, you can fight back with everything you've got. You can hit hard! Our first game was against a team called the Oakville Longhorns. Now let me set this up. The Longhorns had won 7 straight league titles. They were huge, 300-pound tunas across the board for me to fix. They destroyed their opponents 50 or 60 points every game in a single division, like 6. I knew I wasn't going to start. Our offensive line had been established for many years. They were the veterans, but I was one of only 3 backup players on that team. So my position coach said to me, be ready. Someone's going to get tired. God forbid someone gets injured. You're going to get in this game. Well, the first quarter was really close. But by the second quarter, we were down 21-0. That's when I felt it. Felt that tap on my head from my coach telling me I was going to go in. And that's when the blood started coming. I started getting pumped up, and any Wrestling fans, I was hulking up, man, this was it. When you got to talk about a guy tough on the high school football team, I got a bad elbow, I've been made fun of, all this thing. I'm going to get out there, and I'm going to prove my worth. I ran out onto that field, and that's when I felt it. Hand on my shoulder. It was the hand of our head coach. But let me tell you, never actually really came to practice. Remember, I always was a bit of a bush league. He pulled me off to the side. He looked at my position coach in the eye, never me, by the way. And he said, this isn't the Special Olympics. He doesn't play. And just like that, all that Hulkamania juice felt it seep out of my body. I just walked over to the bench, and I watched as we lost 64-7. Watched as every guy on the team got to play above me, literally. After the game, I listened to some bogus excuse about it being for my own safety. And when all that was going on in my head, I'm thinking, maybe this is too different. Maybe the critics are right. A lot of physical pain, some emotional pain now. Maybe I should just quit. Hit me! Hit me! I'm on the drive home from the game. And I'm thinking about it. And when I think of things, I hear a lot of voices. And not like the crazy voices that tell me to burn things. I used to be an actor, so it's like a little play going on in my head. And so the characters in the play, they're saying different things. But this one character, he said to me, he put the problem in a way that I can understand. He said this. He said, Paul, he said, if you were walking down the street and someone just came up to you and he snapped you across the face, what would you do? Exactly. If someone was walking down the street and tried to attack me, I wouldn't just take it. I would fight back. I got 15 years of martial arts experience. I had crane kick him the next week. And when I looked at it from that perspective, the answer is clear about that. If I quit, I'd be doing what that coach wanted me to do. I'd be giving in. He'd win, I'd lose. I don't like to lose. So I decided that I was going to be stubborn. Something I do very well. Ask my wife. I kept going to practice. I kept working hard because for me this wasn't a question of ability. This was one or two ignorant people who hadn't even really seen me play trying to keep me back. And believe it or not, the very next week they gave me one shot, one try, one set of plays to try and prove myself. I gotta say, on that very first play, I took all that 6 years and the last 2 weeks of anger and frustration, put it in my belly and dropped the guy in front of me in about 2 seconds. And over the course of that drive, they had put 3 different players over me to try because they couldn't get through the quarterback. They saw me as a target, but I guess that wasn't that easy. It would have been perfect, but our running back fumbled the ball on the 5-yard line, so not every story is a Hollywood ending. But what's important, that after that game, that coach gave me just a little bit of respect. And some of the doubters, on the team anyway, a little bit of respect. And the rest of the season was still an uphill battle. I'm not going to lie. I still went through things that were similar, but it got a little bit better. It got a little bit better by the end of the year. I was a starter on that offensive line. Hey! Lesson number 1. The naysayers will always be the naysayers. So don't listen to them. Whenever you want to go out and achieve a dream, make something better for yourself, go after something that even seems crazy, there will be those in your life who will tell you that you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you don't have the brains for it, you don't come from the right gene pool. They'll make any excuse to try and bring you down and try to kill that dream. Don't listen to them. They're ignorant. They're jealous. I don't know why they're jealous. Maybe because things don't turn out the way they want them to. They don't want to see someone else succeed. It doesn't matter. Don't listen to them. And if you're the kind of people that want to prove them wrong, I'm going to tell you now, you're never going to prove them wrong. It doesn't matter what you do. You could win the Academy Award for Best Actor or Actress, and they're going to tell you you won in a weak year. They're going to tell you you bought it. They're going to tell you they feel sorry for you, and that's why you got that award. They will rain on that parade no matter what. So stop trying to please them. Because you know what? Playing semi-pro football wasn't good enough for my critics. And neither was college football. Neither was coaching college football. And neither was anything I tried to do. So I put them out of mind. Sometimes as tough as that can mean, putting people that are close to you in the background. But it needs to be centered. And life's no different. It's okay to fail. And I don't even like using the word fail because to me there's no such thing as failure. It's just an obstacle. It's a learning experience. And when you frame things like that, then everything is great. You just have to look at it and say, okay, what went wrong? What can I do? And how do I move forward? And that's the key. On that journey, you've always got to be moving forward. You've always got to be moving ahead. The other part of faith, certain opportunities will only present themselves once. And it's scary. It's something you have no idea. You have to take the chance. I was incredibly lucky to get a second chance to play football at such a high level, a level I dreamed of as a kid. Not everyone gets that chance. And what I learned from that was, after that, whenever an opportunity presented itself, I just took it. I grabbed it by the reins. So when I was done playing and I started coaching, and there was a chance to go work at a small college in Kansas and coach there, I took 1,000 miles into an entirely different country. And when I was done with coaching, and I knew that I wanted to be more of an administrator, I moved from Kansas to East Lansing, Michigan to do a PhD, and people thought I was crazy then too. I did it. And every single time it was scary. Every single time I had no idea how it was going to turn out. On the East Lansing thing, I still I know. But that's what makes the difference, is taking that chance and learning from it. You don't want to live your life with regrets.